So all I did at the end of my career for 6-7 years, I hated it.
Oh my God, Michael Owen, Alan Shearer, you guys absolutely detest each other. What have they done? Alan Shearer and Michael Owen were once teammates at Newcastle United, and it seems that they never ever liked each other at all, and it's massively gone wild in the last hour. To put things into perspective, there is Michael Owen's career, obviously amazing player for us at Liverpool, and was at Real Madrid for a good transfer fee, then cost Newcastle United £16 million, and retired while at Stoke City scoring 1 goal. Alan Shearer's career was obviously magnificent. Played for Southampton, Blackburn Rovers, he was unbelievable, and is considered obviously Newcastle United's best ever player. He was a beast at Newcastle United. And it seems that Michael Owen's new book has insanely triggered Alan Shearer, and bad blood is boiling over to boiling point, to be honest. Boiling over to boiling point, really? I'm going to leave that in there. So, the new book was featured as well by Mirror Football, who tweeted, "I don't need to justify myself to fucking Newcastle fans. Michael Owen opens up on Magpie's spell and why he still regrets the transfer." And it's a shame he's had to say that, because Newcastle fans, in my opinion, are brilliant. I think they're fantastic fans. So he did say, "My move to Newcastle was one I really regret. I should have followed my gut instincts from the start. I didn't want to go there. My heart was still set on a return to Liverpool. Newcastle manager Graham Souness called me roughly every 2 weeks for almost the entire year. I was in Spain and I can't deny I liked the attention. As the year wore on, he'd call me and say things like, 'Michael, I see you didn't start last weekend. What do you think about coming to Newcastle?' While I don't think I led Graham on, with hindsight, I might have handled the first phone call differently." Right at the beginning of the 2005-06 season in Madrid, the president, Florentino Perez, said, "Newcastle has made a bid in the region of £16 million. If you want to go, then you can go. If you want to stay, you can stay." Michael was like, "But I want to go to Liverpool," I told him. "That's not possible unless they match Newcastle's offer," Perez said. At the time, that statement was a dagger in the heart. I was being presented with 2 options, neither of which I particularly fancied. Liverpool couldn't match Newcastle's offer. From a career perspective, there was no doubt in my mind that a move to the northeast was a downward step. As unpalatable as that opinion might be to Newcastle fans, that's more or less what I felt. A fee was agreed. Meanwhile, Newcastle wanted to send their chairman, Freddie Shepherd, and the chief executive down in person to my house to sign the contract. Everything was moving unsettlingly fast. I was getting increasingly cold feet about the whole idea. If I was only thinking about the money, Newcastle blew everyone out of the water. That was indisputable. They were offering me 120 grand a week. To put that into perspective, I mean, this was 13 years ago. I think Van Dijk, for example, right now is on a similar wage. I think I'm right in saying that. And Michael Owen, to be honest, at Real Madrid, as we sold him to Real in Spain, he was not the same player. He just wasn't. His legs were slowing down, his body was getting more injuries, and he was unbelievably injury prone throughout his career. A bit like Torres when we sold him to Chelsea, wasn't the same player. We saw it, yet for some reason other clubs didn't. So we sold him at the right time, and we didn't really want him back. I didn't want him back personally. Our club didn't want him back. We didn't want to pay that much money as well for him. So it went from that to Alan Shearer tweeting about that video clip I played at the beginning of the video, where Michael Owen does say that for the last 6, 7, 8 years of his career, he felt like he wanted to retire. So Alan Shearer tweeted, "Yes, Michael, we thought that also, whilst also on £120,000 a week." That is unbelievable that we're seeing this right now, guys, in 2019. 2 retired footballers who now we all want to see on Match of the Day, on BT Sport if possible. Alan Shearer may be contractually obliged to be with BBC, but make it happen. A bit like Jose Mourinho when Arsene Wenger were on the same, I think it was beIN Sports analysis. It was amazing to watch. Now, we've got to get Alan Shearer and Michael Owen on the same pundit TV channel. We have to. It's got to happen. So, that was Alan Shearer responding to Michael Owen's famous clip there. And he was being honest. He was just saying, you know what, last 6, 7, 8 years, I could still play, but I didn't want to really play at the same time. He wanted to retire. So it's really interesting. Also, the biggest part of this is that Michael Owen responded with a ridiculous and just out of nowhere response that Alan Shearer must be fuming. He must be fuming at this guy. So Michael Owen tweeted, "Not sure you are as loyal to Newcastle as you make out, mate. I distinctly remember you being inches away from signing for Liverpool after Sir Bobby Robson put you on the bench. You tried everything to get out." And look at the likes right there for Michael Owen's tweet. What the hell has happened here between two English football legends, to be honest? Both at their prime were world class. They were brilliant. Michael Owen Liverpool was unbelievably good. Obviously Alan Shearer, you know how great he was. This is insane, and I don't think this is going to stop here, guys. If you want my opinion, to be honest, it's Newcastle's stupid fault at the time from their owner and their chairman for offering a player who was nowhere near the level of the man he once was at Liverpool, £120,000 a week. And they didn't get much return out of that. They thought they were getting a great striker. He wasn't as good as he was. It's Newcastle's fault. I don't blame Michael Owen for accepting the ludicrous offer. I mean, I think you guys may agree on that. Obviously, it's not morally the right thing to do, but if you guys were offered that much a week and you can still play, would you accept it? That's my question to you. I can see why he's accepted it. So there are two sides to this story, and it's very deep. It's crazy, man. Anyway, who do you guys think is in the right or wrong? Michael Owen or Alan Shearer? Do let me know. This is wild.